Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that I'm a bit late. It's not like me, and I do apologize. Just a little bit of a delay in getting everything set up and ready, and I was, of course, recording a recap for the freestyle event happening in Cape Town. Day one was absolutely incredible. Yakovar Sindarov having a good event on his birthday, which I also forgot was his birthday at the time. Yeah. But we're good. We're live. I think everybody's here. Just gonna say welcome. The event starts soon, so we should be good to go. Just as we've joined, we're third in the rankings with our impressive rating of 2070. We're doing a good job. We're doing an alright job. Yeah, opening roulette starts in 7 minutes time. So we're gonna have fun. King's Fianchetto, week 2. So we shall see how this all goes. Let me not do that. Cricket ball's better. Let's see. Oh, we're doing alright. I mean, how many people have joined? 27 players, we're third overall, that's not bad. Let's see if I can move the YouTube thing. Chat is fine. I want to move the view account. There we go. View account's been moved over just a bit. All good there. Gonna have a good time in the arena, I think. I hope. Gonna have a good time in the arena, and then we'll have a look and we'll see. Just making sure everybody knows where we are and what we're doing. Oh, excuse me. Okay, just gonna quickly do this one thing. You're gonna hate me, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was just making sure I had shared the stream correctly and everything was all fine there. And, yeah, okay. We're not lagging, we're not having any technical problems at the moment. So hopefully all is well on your side and you're hearing me relatively clearly. Hopefully. Relatively clearly I'll go for. So let's see. I think I've got a fun idea for something to do on Thursday. Tomorrow we might do Untitled Tuesday. I am not set on that yet, but we'll see. Let me just get that all right. So we'll wait and see. I think tomorrow what we might do is we might test Proctor. proctor test stream and see, because I might need it then, because on Thursday I'm considering playing the Fog of War champion qualifiers for the Fog of War Community Championship, because we'll see it, and Fog of War is a nice one of my favorite variants, so it's fun to do. King's Fianchetto, all they give us is G3, so black's got to decide what they do from there. We've slipped down to 5th. There's a few top players coming up and coming in. Goal for today is top 10. So let's see. Arena starts in just over 2 minutes, so we'll see how we get on. All seems fine so far, no lag, no anything. I think I've fixed everything, which is a huge relief. Let's just help some people out. This is not rated. So I'm just laughing. Whenever you go into these arenas, the chat is always really funny. You know, someone just jumping and going, "Hi ladies," and then the next person says "Elriz." People are weird. How are we doing in the standings? We're still 5th, we're still one of the top players, so everything going well, we'll finish top 10, but that's no guarantee of everything going well. King's Fianchetto, not exactly one of my favorite openings, so we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. So let's see how we do. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. King's Fianchetto. I've got black first, knight to f6. We've got 20-24, so this should be an even game to start off with. They bring the bishop out to g2, which seems natural. Putting pressure, so c6, e6, all sorts of different stuff that we can consider. Obviously want to take up space, c5, e5. Okay, they go here, so no c5, no e5 at the moment. I can play like e6 and prepare c5. They play c4. Now we're just in like a Catalan. Now we're just in a Catalan. I can play like a6, might be a good idea. Okay, so castles and then a6, I think. Yeah, a6. Threatening to take. If they take castle, I think I'm just going to be good because I'm going to take and go here. Yeah, this is a problem though. This and this might be a problem. Okay, they take once. We can go here. Because I would like this to be a weakness. And it's not. Okay, bishop here and here. Interesting. So I think I'm gonna go with bishop here. Just defends the knight. If they take, I take with the knight. And I'm gonna be okay. I don't like f6 because I think it weakens e6 too much. If takes, knight takes. If they obviously take my... If they take my knight, gee whiz, the arrow's not going well tonight. Takes. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on just a minute. Don't think that works. This is not hanging. That's under fire, but not a threat. Okay. Okay, I see the vision. Does this work? Does e5 work? We're gonna play it. It doesn't work. Takes, knight takes is just probably better for me. I'm worried about pushing. That is the one thing that is a problem. Where do we put the knight is now my question. I would have loved to have gone here. That's not possible. This is an idea, but doesn't work because we just lose a pawn. Knight here and then back to d7? Knight here and then back to d7? Maybe I shouldn't have given them this. Now that's weak. Maybe bishop d5, which defends. Okay, well that's now defended. Okay, just, you know, b6. Okay, they're taking up all the space. Rook b8. You're now free to push. I'll just push. Okay, they're not wanting to go here, so why don't we just stop them? You can't now push that. Queen here. This is now a threat, sometimes. This is still well defended, and I can play like rook c8, rook fc8. They're putting me under pressure, which I've caused myself. But we're not lost, and we're not, you know, in a huge problem at the moment. The one thing is this bishop, which is the whole point of the opening, is blocked in. It just can't get through anything. All their play is coming here. Okay, let's bring the rook here. I'm happy to play like... What's the idea? Continue to push this? Okay, rook here. What, double? Hang on, why don't I just go here? And ask you questions. Ah, that was why, because it was... That's why I didn't do it. Takes. You can grab the bishop. I'll grab here. That's still a threat, yeah. Takes. Hits this, hits this. Okay, they double. This? This? Pushing's bad. I think rook here is bad. Maybe queen here? Yeah, queen here, but then rook there. Yeah, nah. Yeah, saw that one coming. Okay, queen here. This is a threat of sorts, but they're gonna take here. Takes, takes, takes. Oh, they don't do that. So they kind of let me get away with this. thing is, right, I want to take here, but what about bishop d7? Well, it doesn't work because queen takes. And this, it doesn't work either. I think I can just get away with this, and then I can plonk one of them on c5. Didn't consider that, but what about... Oh my gosh, that is quite bad. That is quite bad. Because queen's pinned. All hopes to defend this are bust. Actually, they're not. They're not. Because it'll be pawn takes, which will open up the rook and the queen defense. But I am worried now about... Yeah, okay, takes. But now... Oh, it doesn't work. That's a bugger. Rook's half trapped. Okay, they trade queens. I don't think I can trade queens, so I'm just gonna go here. That's under fire. Okay, they grab that. But now, what about this? We're going over here. What? What? Okay, takes, and then what, rook takes? Okay, well, let's see. Check. Rook slides here, defends this. Okay, queen here, attacks that. Oh, what a move! What a move! That's incredible. Hey Levi, how are you? Oh, that's rough. Is there a brilliancy? That's an incredible move. That's an incredible move. Yeah, I'm just gonna resign. Should have resigned when the move was played. Next game. Damn, that hits hard. Okay, what's this? 800. Okay, we should win this game, no problem. Okay, now we're going for like an English. I don't like the setups like this, so we'll play e6. Looking to go here, but mainly it's just probably like, yeah, bishop e6, castles. Okay, they strike in the center. I probably could have played e5, maybe. Would have been a good move. Takes, takes. Now I can really push here. Okay, we can push here. Takes, takes. Nice solid stuff. What? Yeah. You can push, but then knight rotates out. Okay, they take. Let's just take everything. If bishop takes, actually probably pawn takes. So we'll see how they capture back. Knight takes, so bishop takes. And pawn takes, so pawn takes. And now we can go here. Threaten this. queen defends, but now this threat over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And crisis averted. Let's just go h6, so then I can play one of the rooks to e8. Damn. They're really... I keep forgetting that they're not my strength. In case I sack the queen for 2 rooks, which is not a good move because your bishop is really badly trapped. They do it. But it's bad for a couple of reasons. One, your rooks are not coordinated, and I've got moves like, you know, queen c5 with pushes and stuff like that. Okay, that's not horrible, but what about this? Just out of curiosity. We're gonna end up queen versus 2 rooks, but your rooks won't be coordinated, your king is weak. Okay. Okay, now here. I'll drop this back. We gotta not lose the queen or the bishop. That's the big thing. And gotta try and make a dent. What? Just walks into it. Okay, bishop back. Now I'm gonna push this. Okay, let's see how we get on. Okay, that's just not a good move. Check. Like, you have to go here, and then I'm going here. So let's... What? Okay, pin. Pin and win. Okay, this game's over. We're just gonna convert it now. First win of the day. Okay. Takes. Here, threaten the rook, threaten mate. You can defend against one of the threats. Resigning is the best course for me because then I start the next game quicker. 15 minutes gone on the match clock, or the arena timer, whatever you're calling it. Yeah, they defend the rook and lose mate. Checkmate, next game. First 2 points of the video. Now it is white to play. Now we get our first game of white against 2351. 2351. Let's take a sip of water. Okay, e5. Let's just play this kind of like ready style. Not sure how to play this exactly. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's take. Here. Okay, push. Castles. C6. Okay, knight comes out. Man, we're really struggling. This is just straight up check. Takes. Oh, we're just cooked. We're just cooked because queen's coming in. Here. there's no backwards checks though. The knight's a very good defender. So you get the queen in, but you don't get much more than that. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a mouse slip. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Yeah, your king should not be on f3. Your king should not be your most advanced piece. I'm now running out of solutions to all the problems that I created for myself. Alright. Let us just go here. I'm expecting this. We're getting cooked. I would say it's good that they're thinking, but they've got 10 minutes on the clock, you know, so if they spend a couple minutes, it's not a problem. They're probably thinking how to win, which is concerning. You don't want your opponent thinking how to win. Problem is, I've got no counterplay. All I can do is hope to survive the attack and get into an endgame, not terribly worse. I've got no way to counterattack. Okay, queen check. But what's the idea? Rook takes. Oh, rook takes removes the defender. Rook takes removes the defender. Takes. Queen takes here. And what? Mate? Mate coming. Yeah. Damn. Rook sacrifice. Kind of, not really. Was good. It was good. Next game. We've now dropped out the top 10, so we got to fight to get back in. Okay, 600, knight f6 again. Let's just, you know, let's just do some crazy stuff. Play very aggressively and... Excuse me. I should have more water. I like this structure. Don't think that's a good move, bud. Oh, okay, steps out the pin. Thank you very much. Didn't have to do that. Everything was defended. Okay, that's not a good move. Okay, I think I get half of the idea. Please play something like f5, f4. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, we reroute the bishop, we put pressure on that. I don't know why they just gave me a piece for free. But, not asking questions, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Quite literally at this point. Because I've just got a free knight. Let's go here. Yep, check. Thank you for the second horse. Shouldn't have put your king on g2. Thank you. Gonna take that, trade the queens. Resigns, next game. Boom! 2 and 2 so far. 2 wins, 2 losses. Just hoping they find us a game quickly. One guy is already on, like, you know... Damn. Okay. 1200. Okay, let's just steamroll them. They play knight f6, so I can play d4, and I can go here. Okay. King's Indian, Catalan kind of stuff. Not quite Catalan, but they're just giving me all the central space. Okay, let's kick the knight back. It takes, but I can go here. What? That's not a good move. Now I can play something like, yeah, I can just go f4. Look at all this space that they've afforded me. Okay, knight's there targeting that. That's not a big deal. The question is, how do I push and proceed? I don't like this because this kind of locks everything down, but at the same time, they have to address this because I'm attacking the knight. Takes, and then what we do is we have to take, I think, like this, otherwise that would have been hanging. And then now we can play something like bishop here, which puts pressure on the knight, and then we've got something like rook d1. Yeah, rook d1 just wins. Because the knight's hit, yeah, you can't defend both, or now you can. Now you can, you've stepped up the pin. Damn, okay, we'll just double the rooks. Just double the rooks. Oh, I thought I'd won there. Which is disappointing. The thing is, my knight can't get into any of the good squares, except like maybe going here and here. That's the best square I can get for my knight, probably. This is still defended. I can go here and then we'll be solid. Everything is nice and open for my light squared bishop. Literally the perfect position. It's just now about winning this game. Okay, they play like f6. And now probably we have to take, right? Probably we have to take, but I don't know. Takes here, what, knight takes? Knight takes. Oh, f6 is such an annoying move, because I can't go here because takes, and then knight takes here is a problem. I don't really want to. I mean, taking probably is the best because it leaves that as a weakness. Yeah, knight takes. And now something like bishop dropping back, because that's hit. The rook is open. Yes, a rook takes. That's hit. What? Boom! Check! King slides over. Yeah, I just take this. I'm desperately angry that that's not, you know, a mate. Take this, which hits the knight. Can wrap in here, check, but I can slide over. Knight's coming out. But, just going here. Would like to trade your bishop. Defends, but, takes. Queen takes. Check. And I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah, this is winning. Oh, free knight. Completely forgot the knight was hanging. What can we do? We can push this. Check. Push this. Just keep the king safe. Okay, they're threatening that. And what's the best thing to do? I'm gonna go here. Actually, maybe b4 would have been better because now there's no queen a5. Okay, they push again. But there's check, right? Check. And now I can trade the queens. And this is just completely winning. That pawn's frozen. And I'm gonna promote. Check. And resigns. Next game. Now we're on a streak, 2 in a row. Okay. 1700. Got to be a bit careful. Can't just walk over them. They know how to play chess. You would hope. E6 is a bit weird, but I suppose, yeah, they're going for this. Now I've got straight up Catalan, probably. Although Catalan with this. Knight, yeah, probably. Looking to do this. It's always weird when they play the knight here, and they don't touch the c-pawn. Okay, a6, so this is not possible. Because I would like to play queen c2, but I can't play queen c2 because that is a problem. Because of this bishop. Okay, so what if we put the bishop here, which threatens that, and then we play something like knight b5? What are you going to do about it? Knight b5? How do you defend this? Do you defend it at all? Rook slides over. Okay. There's got to be a win here somewhere. Okay, knight jumps in. Threatening like a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm worried about this. I would not be surprised if g5 is the best move. It poses a lot of practical difficulties that I don't know I'm fully prepared to handle. But they don't play that. So now I can just take everything. This is an okay-ish move, I suppose, but queen d2 is a huge problem. Okay, yeah, takes. Now what, take the knight? No, doesn't take the knight. What do we do with our knight? What does one do with the knight? Go back? Because then you can't take, you can't push, and this is a huge problem. Play e4. e4. I have to push, I suppose. Okay, takes that way. I kind of buggered myself there. Now, how do I get there? I can't. Just straight up can't. Okay, queen c2. Yeah, no, e4 was too much. It was ambitious. Well, there's nothing wrong with it being ambitious, but it wasn't the right type of ambitious. Takes. This bishop is trapped. You've trapped your own bishop. Rook here is a huge problem. Although there's like all sorts of queen checks. So king h2 will probably come. Okay, we take that en passant. That was not a good move. Did they forget about en passant? And where does your knight go? Other than backwards and getting forked. Just lose. On the spot. That just loses on the spot. Yeah, okay. Takes. Queen takes is a terrible move, but it's not the worst move you have. Bishop's now open again. Queen's got eyes that way. Rook is sitting very nicely. Okay, correct capture, I suppose. But now, what? Like rook here to just keep the bishop at bay? There's like queen here, which is not nice. I think that spoils the fun. Okay, queen takes, pawn. we put our knights? I think knight here to go to either d4 or f4, I think is a good idea. I mean, think is relative. I need to make a move. This is a threat, but they can play something like that. What is this position? Like, I'm up a point of material. They've got 2 pawns for the piece. So I need to make the piece count. Their king should not be as safe as it is. Okay, that's a threat. Now, how do I defend it? Oh, I can defend it like this. That's a very nice way to defend it. Now, I expect rook to g8. But king to h2 should be fine. No, don't go king to h2. But now, what about the knight coming in? Let's just put the knight here. That is not possible because queen takes. What kind of move is that? The bishop coming this way? That hangs that. Well, I suppose then rook... No, rook can't take, so I'll just take that. Thank you very much. Okay, rook slides back, but now I just go here. What's the idea? The rook defending this? Knight defends that beautifully. This is impossible unless you play something like rook e7. Rook e7 might be a move. Okay. They don't play rook e7. There's got to be a way to win. There's got to be. I just don't see how, which is frustrating. I think I should play rook fe1 to have pressure on that. Pressure, but can't take anything. How is everything so safe? I can take that, but then I lose that. So yeah, rook here to go here maybe and double. Because that's safe. Because I'd like to take that, but I suppose I add in an attacker. Because if here, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, probably winning. This is an insane game. Okay, putting extra pressure on this, but now king h2. I think holds everything together, doesn't it? Okay, rook drops back, what, to go here? Okay, rook drops back, but now I've got check. You just lost the bishop, and you lost that. Lost the game in one move. I mean, the game was lost probably already, but now I just pick up the bishop. And what I do also is I trade the queens. Because king can't take. Yeah, queen takes, this comes with check. And then we can come back. This is a problem. Bishop's open. You got knout. This is just lost. What? He offered a draw. Is he joking? I've got 2 pieces, 3 pieces. He's got a rook. Check. Here. Offering a draw in this position is just disgraceful. Disgraceful scumbag behavior. Maybe he did it by accident, but that's disgraceful scumbag behavior. Okay, just check the stream. We're all good. And they hung a rook in one move. And resigns. Next game. We're very good at chess today. But someone's already on 37 points. Like, I don't understand how these people just dominate arenas. They just dominate so easily. I don't understand it. Excuse me? This? Okay, we defend that. We've gotten to an interesting position. They castle long. I think this will be... Oh, check. I hung that. That's problematic. I don't get that, but I'll take it. I won by resignation. What? Why did he resign? Here? Knight takes? Why did he resign? I don't understand. Is there something I'm missing? It's 1.6, but I was just gonna take this. I don't understand. I mean, I take it. Next game. But I don't understand. Oh, there's an international master in again. GM Justin. I don't understand. $8.99 now. We're up to 5th place. We're doing quite well, actually. We're doing very well. 117 players. We're 5th place. You know, we're doing all the good things. A6 first. I like this. We didn't do it earlier. Now we do it. We get all the good stuff. Yeah. C5. Now you only have E5 as a pawn break. But I can play something like B5. And bishop B7. Fight on this diagonal. Knight here in E5 is also not always impossible, but then it kind of weakens the pawns. I kind of like them on E6 and D5. So I think this, not that, this, and this will be my next few moves. Depending what my opponent does, of course. But that's the general plan, just to get everything in position. I imagine they will play something like bishop to F4. The knight coming up this way is not that much of a problem. Okay, pinning my knight is not also illogical. Taking my knight is a bit much. Taking my knight I don't get. Because now I just have a dark squared bishop that you can't combat. Okay, I get it. I get what you're going for. B5 now. This knight has no forward movement ever in its life. Okay, bishop here. We're just going to fight back on this diagonal. You can push me back, that's fine. What do you have? This? That can't be right, right? Okay, knight here. Knight comes out, so this is a weakness. So you cannot play A4. Just E5? Here? Rook D1? Rook D8, not Rook D1. I get confused. Rook's not hanging, just by the way. but my queen sees it. So it could be hanging. Okay, now e5 looks juicy as ever, but let's start with rook d8. Now e5. Because this, just if I can get this pawn forward 2 squares without them moving anything, it's just a fork. Okay, but hang on. That's not a good move, because I go here. Bishop takes. That's defended, that's a fork. Can't push, because I take, and it's a fork. I have to slide the queen out the way. Yeah. But now what about this? Now what do you do? Threatening to take that, queen's hanging, everything just wins. And then I remember I'm playing in 800. Okay, queen slides over, so the best thing to do is to take. Yeah, takes. Now if this I take here. Okay, they don't. I'm just gonna take this. Okay, takes. I'm gonna take that, which pins that. And when your rook moves, I take this, and that should be checkmate. Oh no, it won't, but I win the queen. Check. And then I take here to win the queen. Forgot for a moment that the queen could take the bishop. We'll just be up a rook. Well, we'll be up a queen. Sorry, not a rook. It's a rook each and decimation. Please don't go up here. Please go here or here. Actually, no, your only move is to go here. That's your only winning move. Going here, I've got this. Going there, I've got that. Resigns, best move. We're still 5th. We gained 4 points though, and we're on a 5 streak. The guy at the top is on 11 streak. How is that possible? Okay, now we're playing 2024, so we might not win as easily. I'm just gonna take that. Bishop d7. Bishop here. I imagine pushes. Bishop e7. Short castles. Okay, here. Takes. This, what? Okay, takes. Pawn takes. I can't take back, but I can go here. Now what this? And yeah. Okay, interesting move. But neither of these moves are threats. So I've actually got this interesting move, queen c8, to go here, which I think I will do. Excuse me? Excuse me? You did what? Bishop h1 is never a good move. Well, maybe it can be, but I've never seen it be a good move. The only thing I have to worry about is something like this. Queen h5, which hits the bishop, but I'll just move the knight out the way and plonk it over there. You have to probably target this, so something like queen here might be a threat. But then I've got, this. Maybe not even, just this. Takes something. Okay, knight goes here. Because what I'm threatening is to go here and then take the knight. Because the queen will be disconnected. This can't be a good move. I don't see how it is. Okay. I mean, I get it. I get what you're going for. But just come back. Queen takes. That's hanging. This is an interesting move. Because my first response would be go here, but then there's like stuff like that. Okay, takes. Bishop takes. Rook slides over. Bishop here, which defends that. That does go. And hang. Not too phased. What I'll do is I'll bring the bishop back. So this is anchored in. This pawn can't move, so this bishop is permanently closed. And then we'll challenge the rook on the b file. And also there's no bishop, there's no rook going to b4. So I think I'm getting a semblance of control back in this position. Opposite colored bishops don't favor us in an endgame because it's really hard to push for a win. Just drop the queen back, I think. Unlucky, because I really wanted to be on this diagonal. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Because I want this. Actually, no, queen. That's a bad move. Yeah. Just realized how bad a move it is. Let me get the queen out the way. Otherwise, there was, you know, like various taking of the bishop. That's not really under attack, and I'm almost half worried about this, but that's not a good move because I've got check outflanking everybody. I should probably play like rook e8. Rook e8 is probably a move I need to play, but then the bishop drops back. Actually, no, it's a move we have to play. Let's go here. Because you can't defend... Oh, you can defend with this rook, I suppose. This rook can go back to c4. But then f5. f5, f4. Which is interesting, you know? This is hanging. You... What? That's not a good move. Takes. Check. Okay, it's not a 4 because the queen still defends that. But it's not a good move. What are you gonna do now? Where are you gonna go? Because, like, this is a problem. Okay, queen there. You know what I do have? I've got like rook here, which is a really interesting move. Because if queen takes, but then what's the follow-up? I'm just gonna do it because I think there's too many problems. Check. You have to take with the queen. Then I get this, and rook and bishop both hang. And I don't know how queen defends both. And I don't know how queen defends both. There's no way. Unless you bring the bishop back to defend the rook. That'll probably do it. Yeah, bishop back to defend the rook. But what if I play bishop here? Talking about stuff. Actually, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything, because, like, queen can just move. Okay, let's just go here, keep the bishop anchored to this. We might have just traded ourselves into a draw, which is frustrating. Okay. Now, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute now. You gotta be careful, bud. Yeah, you gotta be very careful, bud. The only thing saving them is this, but then I take. So there's nothing. So that should just lose. One mistake. Fork played well. I think we overcomplicated things with rook e8. We tried to be too clever. But in the end, that probably gave us the best practical chances. Okay. Now we can take this. That does go down. They threaten mate. So we should defend mate. I'm just looking if there's something better, a better way to defend mate than going here. Might go here. No, they can't. That hangs the queen. Okay, check. Now we've got to be very careful and precise. We just go here. Bishop takes is a problem, but my queen defends my rook. That would be super beneficial as well, because we'll open here, then I've got like queen takes and takes here. Okay. Check. Please go here. Oh, they don't. Where was I? Let's just go back to where we were. Not sure how happy I am about what I did there. Okay, offer a queen trade. This is coming. But we'll be okay. Be okay. They just don't quite have enough because bishop takes here and there's no follow-up. None of these checks work. So my queen is safe. That is a threat and will be just a-okay. So completely winning. We're just waiting for them to make moves so that we can get through onto the next game. Okay, yeah. King here. Nothing. Nothing. You got nothing. That's a problem. That's a problem. Everything's a problem. There you go. 1 minute left. Very annoying. They've slowed down the momentum. We're gonna win. And there we are. We're still 5th. Up to 23 points. We're chasing down 4th and... Well, I mean, we're chasing everybody down except about 1st, who's on the 13 streak. They're 13 out of 13. 49 points, which is incredible. We're up to a 6th streak, so we can catch the person in 4th, and we're not too far off the next few people. So we're going to see how we can do. Okay, let's not let this 800 have fun. They don't get any fun. Castles. Okay, let's go here. Because what I want is that. I don't want them to have any fun. I don't mind them pushing this actually. Okay, now we go bishop here. Threaten the fork. They've got to play something like d6. And then we crack everything up with d5. Although then there's push. Push takes. Which I think is what bishop takes. Yeah, yeah. You can't go here because then I take. So you've got to address the problems. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Which threatens knight. Where's the knight going is the question. There's not a bad case to be made to try and sack the knight. I'm not actually sure what I've done here is correct. I do go for that, but I don't see the benefit. I don't think you can cause enough damage. Or maybe you can. But I just go here, which hits this. Worst case scenario, you trade everything here. Okay. Bishop takes. Yeah, here. Okay, that's a dreadful move. Oh, thank you. I imagine queen takes, right? But then I take that. Interesting. Interesting move. This is still a fork. This still exists. Resigns. Next game. Because I just gave up a bishop. Next game. We're just coasting along. We're now up to 4th. We've officially got ourselves up into... Oh, 3rd place. It says. Oh, yeah, we're playing first. Against the 1000, should win this game. We're going on a fantastic streak here. Error detecting position, why am I not surprised? Like, I don't understand. You played this. What about that? Maybe I should make a video. What I learned getting to this. That's a dopamine move. Now look at this. This is just terrible. You can't defend anything. Knight to c5 comes, and that's a huge problem. Okay, what are you going to do here? Then you just probably lose. What? That's not a good move. You gotta defend that now. Okay, your idea is to trade queens, which I don't actually think is good. Oh, jeez. Okay. I mean, they're not in a dreadful position. But the position could definitely be better. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Thing is, right, this knight can't move. At the moment. Hello? Yeah. This is streaming. No problem. Good night. King slides over. If only my bishop could come out that way. That's why I've got half of mine to go here, but then there's this, which I don't like. That's the problem. Their structure's very bad, but they haven't done anything terrible. Maybe f5? I can't move my bishop, which is an inherent problem. I want to go here, and then maybe here, but that doesn't help me. It is the problem I'm encountering. f6 there. Okay, the idea maybe is to now support the knight coming in somewhere. I can't play rook to 8, so we have to start with like f6. Knight goes there, now we can like put the rook here. Knight wants to go there, but now bishop here. And I'll be okay. Yeah, because pawn takes, and now the bishop gets a good square for itself. This is still a huge liability. I can go here and then double on the c file. Okay, maybe not quite. Okay, we target the rook. Okay. I might be in some problems, but we can target the knight. Knight wood goes there. Yeah, we've caused our own problems here. thought about going here. That's probably what I should have done instead of playing rook a7. Probably should have gone there. Attack the rook, attack this. Yeah, no, because now I let him take, and now he can... Well, he can't go there, but he can go that down there. Which is a problem, because now I have to defend that. But if I'm able to bring my king over, it might not be so bad. Just gotta make sure we don't get mated. Okay, here. What do you do? Back there. Okay, they take once. Take once. And now that is the huge problem. But I'm happy to come here. Because the moment they move... I was just gonna say I seize the file, but I don't. Because they can come back here. They don't, so I can go here. And start harassing stuff. That comes with check, even though I lose that. Okay, they defend it. But, I can go here. And take. And down here, and what are you gonna do? Push? I should have just taken that. Takes a6 probably. Oh, not a6, a5. We'd already played a6, a6, a5. Bishop here, rook here. To defend. Bring my king in towards the center. Their king's mobility is quite blocked, which is, you know, pretty good for us. Because, you know, liability, they're up a pawn, but not actually able to do a whole lot. Okay, takes. Take here. Now they get to remove this, but only for a moment. Because now I go here, you can't push because you lose the rook. So I'm going to win that. And I should be able to win this endgame. Okay, here. What are you going to do now? You can't move either of your pawns. You have to go here, 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 or here. You have to give up defense of this. And this is just winning. We get a bit lucky with this one. Takes. Okay, now we can start pushing. Defend this. Let him go back here. Okay, here, takes, can't get... Oh, and we take with opposition. Okay, good. And now we get opposition again. And we can go here, and then we can push through this pawn and queen. And now we have to go through the very boring technique of doing all of this, knight opposition. Okay, now we can bring the king over. And we win. Next game. 4th place. Yeah, 4th place. Trailing on 3rd. We're trailing on 3rd. We're doing a great job. Oh, but now we get 2155. Upcoming GM. 2155. I mean, not too much difference in terms of rating, so maybe we can pull something off. Not let the headspace go. Because we want to continue the streak, because the longer the streak goes, the more points you earn per win. Which is important in these arenas. That's why the guy up front is doing so well, because he continues to win in a row. Sometimes you can have someone on the same amount of wins, but you need the streak. I'll take a draw actually with them, probably. Because it's not a loss. Six. Okay, we take. Queen takes. Jump the knight here. What about this? We pin to the rook. Okay, rook slides over. But now don't I just win the pawn? Don't I just win the pawn? Because queen takes. And I can grab here, hit this. Knight comes back, and I can plant this knight over here and support it with a5. Okay, let's slide our rook over. I'll take that. b6. Takes. Bishop here. Okay, but I don't think you're actually doing as much as you think you are, dude. f6 is going to be important at some point, like right now, to dislodge this bishop. Let's just bring the king over. Upcoming GM offered you a draw. Yeah, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. There's no need to try and push. We gain 1 point, but I think our streak's over. I'm not sure. Oh, we're playing... Oh my gosh, we're playing Sudram Kumar, who's like the top-rated player, and he's streaming. That's really cool. So let's see. Can we get away with c5? I don't know. Bishop here. Knight goes back. Play bishop c1. And quick draw there, repetition. Happy to take that draw. We get another point. And now we move on to Nick Bogev, who's similar to our rating, 2006. They play, I don't know, Sicilian style thing? Okay, we're gonna have to be forced to play like an English opening. Do we remember how to play the English opening? Is a good question that I'm asking the crowd. That's not a good move though, is it? Surely I can just explode everything. Okay, a6. Bishop drops back. We haven't got this bishop out, which is mildly concerning, but what we can do is we can go here, bishop b2. Bishop b2, I expect them to do this. But you're gonna have a hard time doing all of that. So let's say 2 quick draws. Don't lose too much momentum, I don't think. What, this? No, not that. d5, not possible. Where is it? Takes. No, it's not possible. I'm just gonna put my knight here, because I think it's a good move. Opens the bishop. Well, the bishop was opened. This is not possible. I mean, it is. No, it's not. It is. It is possible, because takes, and then my knight hangs. We'll defend the knight. We do kind of create this, which I don't like, because there's now a hole on b4. Okay, they get rid of that. Now, if I could get my bishop there, that would be a skewer, but that's not possible at the moment. But now I think we might be able to get away with d5. Takes, yeah, d5. Crack everything open. I think we can play d5. So I'm playing d5. Because it's a pawn break. We have to get everything open. We have to open everything up. Pawn takes. Now what's the best move? Probably knight takes, right? Because we threaten the skewer. Okay, takes. Now we've got pressure on that and on that. And then we'll have our lovely bishop. I expect also maybe the rook trade. Let's see, I think we're positionally winning, but that's no guarantee of anything. Okay, knight jumps out to the edge of the board, which is a good move for a couple of reasons. It invites this. Okay, well, we're going to trade this off because the dark squares will forever be weak. But now I'm curious to see what they do in response. Because I can play something like Queen d2, which targets that. Rook takes, rook takes. Now they offer another rook trade, which I think I'm happy to take. Oh, that's big because they give me this. I get that. Check, yeah, you can have that. Sorry, my brother's just offering me a packet of chips. Check. Are we doing badly? Maybe. Oh, that's just bad. Just hangs the knight. There's no need to hang the knight. Why did you hang the knight? The knight didn't deserve to die. Well, you can't always decide how you win, but as long as you win, as long as you're winning, that's what's important. Defend the base of the pawn chain. Hopefully we can bring the bishop out eventually, maybe play like, yeah, I was thinking this. Now I can bring the bishop in here, which targets that. There is a check, but I can go here. Okay, there's got to be a win here somewhere. Well, let's... I don't want to overexpose anything. Okay, what if we offered the trade like this? There is still that, but now I can go here, and there's nothing. And that is a threat. So you've got to like overcommit. Or I can just take. And you can make things easy for me. And resigns. Awesome. Next game. We get 2 points for that. So the streak is over, but we're still in 4th place. We're a little bit far behind the IM that is GM Justin. We're about 9 points behind. 38 minutes, 37 minutes on the clock. It's possible. We're having a fantastic run though. We're on a fantastic run. On an absolutely fantastic run. We're now playing Chess Madou's 22-36, but I'm not afraid. I should be afraid, but I'm not. Okay, knight goes out to the edge of the board. We can just drop our bishop back to a7, where it'll be a sniper. The question is, and is always, how do we kind of develop the light squared bishop? But that can actually be achieved with tempi, because we can play b5 and then bishop b7, and we can do everything with tempi if he allows us. He doesn't, but we can still play b5 and play bishop b7. Problem is we can't play queen c7, so we might have to play something like queen c8. Push, take. I think takes, right? Takes. Knight takes, but bishop, yeah. Queen c8. Is that a good move? The thing is, I don't think that's a good move. Firstly, we can go here, right? Plant the knight in the center. This is a problem, so you can't go here. This knight has no forward mobility. It's defended by the rook. But that's about it. And then I can play something like knight here and knight here. Okay. The thing is, right, I don't think that's a good move. Because I'm just going to go here. Target the bishop. Okay, you take, but now I've got eyes on your knight. You can take again. Still got eyes on your knight. Bishop is still hanging. Bishop takes pawn. Okay, let's test them. Let's test them. But how? How? What's the best move? Probably rook here, because we attack and we defend. I thought about taking here, but then I just didn't see what was the follow-up. Okay, they want to trade everything. Which is fine, I suppose. No. What about this? What about that? Bishop takes, now queen takes queen. Rook takes. Takes here. Push. That can't be good. obviously threatening, yeah, takes, but now bishop takes. Knight can come in there, but I'm just gonna go here. How do you defend that? Although I've given up 2 really bad pass pawns. Let's go here so I can get in. Okay, here. Chesscom. This is not a great game that we've played. I think we're definitely worse, but we gotta go for it. Okay, okay. Thing is, right, we get this. And we get that. But we're just worse. Here. Check. Well, we can pick up some stuff. We can pick up some stuff. But this is not gonna be an easy game. They were just up 1 pawn, which should be holdable in a rook endgame. Actually, I'm going to offer them a draw. See if they take it. No, they decline. Rook up. But now I can swing my rook. And here. And here. And, here. Check. Oh. Because I would take, and I get back in time, but I'm not quite back in time. We're just going to resign this game so that we have time for another one. That's a very well played game. How are they 11th? Who have they been playing? And now we've surrendered our 5th place. We're going to probably finish top 5 unless we don't win another game. And the guy below us keeps winning. What are we? 11 out of 15. And then the guy above us, 12.5 out of 16, 12.5 out of 13, 13.5 out of 14, 17 out of 17, the top guy. Okay, 958. We've impaired. Haven't won a game, haven't got any points. I don't know how many games they've played. This could be their first one. But I don't think so. You wouldn't be 71st when there's 175 players if you hadn't played, if you're just joining now. Or maybe you would. Maybe there's people that have left the arena. Speaking of which, I think this guy's left the arena. I think we're going to get a dub. 3, 2, 1. We get the dub. By abandonment, next game. We jump up 1 place into 4th. We're changing with Sudram Kumar. We're exchanging with him a bit. And we gain 2 points, 37 points. Okay. What are we playing now? 608. They've got 2 points. They're 62nd. Are they still here? Yes, they are. They play like an English kind of thing. Let's just check. Oh, stream's going very, very well. Note to self, please don't touch the settings again. Takes. And that walks right into d5. Takes. Yeah, 600s are better than they used to be. That's not a good move. I get what you're doing, you're threatening mate. That's not a good move. I'm threatening to take this. Threatening to jump in here. Threatening to trap the queen. Yeah, queen's trapped. There's nowhere I can go. Queen's trapped. Don't mind about the knight. I'm getting the queen. But if they could hurry up, that would be appreciated. Okay, so they take my knight, I take the queen. Okay, let's go here with pin, and we're gonna take something. Knight comes out to the edge of the board, we're gonna take that. Make the king come forward, and now we're gonna push. Takes. We're gonna threaten the bishop. We threaten the bishop, which is pinned to the king. That is a problem. Knight comes back to defend. But now let's check. Now we go here. We threaten the knight and everything. I'm gonna take this. Because the knight can't take because of that. Okay, now we're here, and now we're just gonna threaten mate. Okay. That's mate again. Let's check. Check, and mate. Oh. Very clever. Very clever. Takes. Bishop takes. Threatens the rook. Rook slides out the way. And now, where do we go? I think we go here. So we can push, and then we can get the rook to the back rank. Push. This is just completely winning. Yeah, queen takes. It's like probably mate in 3, mate in 2, mate in 1, I don't know. thing is, what I'm going to do is just go here, here, and here, and there. And mate, why did my mouse slide about? Now he thinks, when there's like 20 minutes left in the arena and I'm trying to finish top 5. Trying to finish top 3. We're going to finish top 10. But I want to finish top 5. Now he wants to think. Oh, there goes my shoulder. Come on. Oh, is this guy left? He's 600. What's he rage quitting for? I'm just gonna send him a message. Dude. Just sent him a message. Dude, question mark. Oh, this guy's wasting my time. I'm sorry, dude. I gotta report you now for this, which I don't want to do. Because I'm sorry, you were playing so fast, and then you've spent, I don't know how long after, you know, queen takes d1. It's been, what, like 6 minutes? It's been at least 4. Maybe not quite 6. It's been at least, like, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. And it's an arena, you know, there's 19 minutes. The clock there is counting down. I don't know if I need to bring this closer. The clock there is counting down. 19 minutes now left. And you know, when he could have resigned 4 minutes ago, I would have had another 4 or 5 minutes on the clock, which changes the complexion of things. Because then you don't have to rush and, you know, stuff like that when you're trying to get draws at the end or, you know, results at the end. It's not great. And he's 600. What's this ego for? You're 600. Just resign, play another game. You've got 2 points. You've won 1 game. Just resign, play another game. Maybe you'll get paid against the 400. Oh, this frustrates me. You know, I know people do it, but why in an arena? Why in an arena? When you know people are worried about the match clock, or the arena clock counting down. You know, I've got less than 20 minutes when he finally decides that the timer expires. He's got 1 minute and 40 seconds left, so we're going to be at about 16 minutes, and I could have had over 20. Unbelievable. Disrespectful. A minute left that I have to wait. What's this? Emoji palette. Okay, let's entertain ourselves. Emoji palette. Death to the king. There's a bomb. We can do a bomb on the king. Boom. What's left? This is my face. Right now. You know? Really angry. Here's a panda. Just a panda. This guy is a donkey. "13 seconds, let's go. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finally, I win on time after you waited 6 minutes. Ridiculous. I get 3 points, I'm still 4th, but the GM Justin now is so far ahead, I'm not going to catch him. Playing at 2000, I'm a Wekachu, who we may not have got if this had finished differently, because he may have still been in his previous game. It's just frustrating. It really is just frustrating. E4. Pawn takes. Knight takes. Knight takes. What, rook takes maybe? Defends this. I don't know why I was worried. The knight defended it. Maybe something like bishop here. F5 is a move, but it's a bad move. Let's see, with 15 minutes left on the clock. The thing is, if we spend too much time, we don't get many games after this. We probably got maybe 2 left if we play this one properly. Okay, let's bring the bishop out. It's developed. We can plant the knight. Let's see what they do with the bishop. I can always just go back. Rook d1, push this. Okay, now rook d1 maybe. Now we can push. Threatening to just open everything up. Takes. Pawn takes. Bishop's hit, but they can't take it. So something like knight out this way. I mean, maybe knight e1 would have been a move. But I'm threatening like mate, which they stop. This looks nice, but it doesn't do anything. I'm just looking, what else do I have? I've got this, where I can go and, like, defend the bishop. Can play something like this, and then knight to f4. Bishop comes back, but, you know, I've got, like, this attacking the queen. Maybe just here. Trade. Because you can't trade, because then I push E. Yeah. Because I go here, now you have to like go here or something. But I'm going to get this. Which is a problem. Although there's queen b6. Yeah, there's queen b6. Now, how do I defend that? Becomes the immediate question. And I can't. Oh, but knight takes is terrible, so I actually have to take the knight. I actually do have to take the knight though. Queen takes, I was going to say, is probably the best move. They don't play queen takes. Knight here. Queen takes with check. Defend with the queen. That's, yeah, okay, takes, yeah. How do you defend that? You have to like bring the bishop out, you have to play like rook d1. I can still go here actually. That's a fork, or at least a check. Oh, blunders the fork, thank you very much. Takes, now I offer a rook trade. Okay, let's see how we convert this. But also, we've got to play super fast, because if we want to win this, they've got 7 minutes on the clock, so we can spend about 3 and a bit. So we have to play like blitz. So here, which, you know, attacks that. Okay, they defend. I'm just going to make an improving move quickly. They push. I'm just going to go here. Okay, now would you like to trade? Because I don't think you should. Yeah, takes. That's bad. Okay, they go there. So they're willing to give that up, but I'm not. Can't be a good move though. It just can't be. Anyway, bring the king. Bishop comes in. Slides up. Like I can sack. Actually, I can push this now. Which is nice. Okay, check. But I'm here. This is still a problem, because we're going to lose the bishop. There's no checks here. There's this, but then I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we can take this. It's done at 10, in 10 minutes. Game starts in 10, I know. I know, game starts in 10 minutes. Okay, we defend this. Okay, my brother distracted me a little bit. We've got, they've got 6. Okay, we've got about 3 minutes to play with. I gotta win this, but how? Win this, but how? Will be the question. Let's target the bishop. I think that's a good way to start. Target the bishop again. It can't take this. Actually, it can. It can. Because here there's this check. Which is very frustrating. Yeah, check. King slides over. Bishop is still a problem. I'm going to just continue attacking it. Bishop here. Okay, they're threatening that check. Right, we're starting to lose the thread just a little bit. Okay, let's go here, try and provoke this. I'm just gonna sack. So I can defend this endgame. Let's go here. Check here. Check here. Okay, let's go here. Check, yeah. Okay. Now what? Check. Okay. I think I went the wrong way. Ah, this is terrible. Okay, here. Check here. Oh, this is bad. So bad. We resign. Where's the resign button? Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it. Oh, and we wasted so much of the time playing that game. We're still fourth. We're still fourth. 1600. Does he know the drill? Does he know the drill? Does he know the drill? Takes. Knight comes out. Queen drops back. Bishop here. Here. Bishop takes. Knight there, we take. Takes. Queen here. Yeah, perfect. Perfect stuff, dude. You're doing an amazing job. Actually, we're in quite a bad position. I just realized. We're in quite a dreadful position. Right, because this bishop is just stopping that square. Okay, let's go here. Would you like to take my knight? You would not like to take my knight. Would you like to take my knight? You would not like to take my knight. I would like to take your knight, though. Actually, that was a terrible decision. But I can make it work. Okay. Takes. Here, how do you defend both? You don't defend either. Takes. Pawn takes. What the heck? What kind of position have I got myself into? Yeah. Just bust. Just bust. Well, we're gonna make him work for it. I mean, like, it doesn't affect anything, so I don't see the point in resigning and just trying to start another game to get a draw. We should be fine. 39 points. We're just in... Gee whiz, it's come close. That 1600 we just played has come out of nowhere. We need a point. We need a point. Because they've both got 39 points, the two guys just below us. We could absolutely bottle this. Absolutely, we've bottled this. No! Please, can that resigns in 10 seconds and then come up? Because I don't have 30 seconds to wait for this man. I won by abandonment. Oh my gosh, we got it. We got a win by abandonment. And we got the 1600 again. Really funny. Hello, how are you? I just saw the message now in the chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, game aborted. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it was fun. I had a good time. Where did we finish? We finished 5th. 42 points out of 20. We finished with 14 out of 20. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. We ended up doing alright. That was fun, ladies and gentlemen. Stream went flawlessly, so have yourselves a good day. And I will see you tomorrow, probably, for something. There will be at least a video tomorrow. I might not stream, but